Welcome back to Behind the Facts, the podcast, where we uncover the hidden stories and subtle patterns shaping how we think, feel, and behave. I'm Maya.
And I'm Alex. And today, we're doing a deep dive into something that I am pretty sure every single person listening has felt.
Oh, absolutely. Me included.
We are asking the question, why you crave sugar, even when you're not hungry.
Yes. Okay, let's just paint the picture here because we all know it. You've just finished a huge dinner. You are physically uncomfortably full. You can't imagine eating another bite of, I don't know, chicken.
And then someone says the word dessert.
And suddenly it's like this whole other stomach just opens up for business.
The second stomach, yeah.
Exactly. But for real, if my stomach is full, like physically stretched, who is doing the talking? Because it feels like a real physical need.
Right. Well, the research is pretty clear on this. It is definitely not your stomach, it's your brain. And to get it, you really have to go back, like way back.
Evolution-wise.
Yeah. Evolutionarily, a sweet taste was basically a green light. It signaled safe, high-energy food, like ripe fruit.
So our ancestors weren't exactly finding bags of candy in the wild.
Not at all. But our modern world is just flooded with these ultra-processed foods that hijack that ancient system. When you eat sugar, it just lights up the dopamine pathways in your brain.
Okay, so it's that dopamine hit we're always hearing about.
It is. But here's the part that I found really, really interesting. There's a distinction that neuroscience makes between liking and wanting.
Wait, hold on. Liking, wanting, aren't they basically the same thing?
You'd think so. I mean, I did.
Yeah.
But they're actually two separate systems in the brain. Liking is the actual pleasure you get while you're eating, the sensory part.
Okay.
But wanting, that's the motivational drive. That's the craving itself.
So let me see if I've got this. You're saying I can intensely want a cookie. Like my brain is screaming for it, even if the cookie itself isn't. I don't even that enjoyable when I eat it.
Precisely. That is the dopamine trap. The wanting system gets fired up and stays fired up even if the liking system is kind of bored. And that mismatch is why cravings feel so weirdly irrational.
That makes so much sense. But okay, it can't just be that, right? Because my cravings get so much worse when I'm stressed. Is that just me?
No, not at all. That is 100% biology at play. When you get stressed, your body releases cortisol. And cortisol's job is to basically tell your body to find high-energy food.
Sweet stuff.
Sweet stuff, fatty stuff, yes. Emotional eating isn't a character flaw. It's a hormonal instruction.
Wow.
Your brain is basically trying to self-medicate. Sugar gives you a temporary little boost in serotonin, the mood chemical. So it's looking for a quick fix for that anxiety.
Okay, stress is a big one. What about late at night? For me, 10 p.m. is like the danger zone for ice cream.
There is a massive connection to sleep. You don't get enough sleep, your hunger hormones go completely haywire. Ghrelin, which is the go-eat signal, it spikes.
Oh, no.
And leptin, the I'm full signal, just drops.
So you're tired, your stop button is broken, and your go button is stuck on.
Exactly. And your exhausted brain is just thinking, I need energy now. And what's the fastest fuel source it knows?
Sugar. It's like a jump start for a dying battery.
You got it. But then there's also just plain old habit.
You mean like just routine? Because after dinner, I find myself looking for something sweet without even thinking about it.
That is classic Pavlovian conditioning.
Like the dogs with the bell.
Just like the dogs. Your brain is a prediction machine. If you always have dessert after dinner, it learns the pattern. It becomes a reflex. It's not even a hunger pang anymore. It's a learned expectation. And you can layer nostalgia on top of that, too. Comfort, holidays, being rewarded as a kid.
So sometimes you're not even craving the food, you're craving the feeling.
You're craving the feeling of comfort it represents. Exactly.
So when you put it all together, you've got our ancient survival brain, you've got dopamine, stress hormones, lack of sleep, and just deep-seated habits.
It's a perfect storm, really.
Hearing it laid out like that actually makes me feel better. We beat ourselves up about this, thinking it's about weak willpower.
And that's maybe the biggest takeaway from all of this. This isn't a moral failing. It's a very complex biological response to a very unnatural modern world.
Understanding that it's biology, not a character flaw. That feels like the first real step to, getting a handle on it.
It is. Once you can identify who's talking, is it stress? Is it habit? Is it just your tired brain? Then you have the choice. You can decide if you really want to listen.
A little compassion for our own biology. I love that.
It goes a long way.
That's all for today's episode.
If you enjoyed this one, take a second to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who'd enjoy it too.